It is, holy cow. Those are big old flakes too, boy.
Yeah, it's like that. Mid-April, man, snowflakes. They were huge too. I don't know, man. They were like about that big around. What do you do, right? And now, that was this morning, and now it's 55 degrees. So, and clearly, there you go. No buildup. So that's good, right? I'll tell you what, we made it past walleye spawn, didn't we? I got to fish with 24 of you guys. What a ball. It was great to meet all of you. A lot of fish caught, oh my gosh, and some really nice big fat sallies too. You know, there's more to manage on that deal than I suspected. So didn't get any video, unfortunately. I was hoping to get some night fishing videos for you guys, but managing 4 guys in a boat, I'm practiced up now. So from here on out, I'll have video for you guys. And like I said, there was a lot of fish caught. However, not every trip. There was 2 different boats that struggled. One night on one of the trips, the walleye just seemed to not move up. Nobody on the location that we were fishing, it was very slow. You know, there were probably on the dam that we were fishing, there was probably 40, 45-ish guys, and there were just a few that had a very few. So for whatever reason, the walleye didn't move up that night. And then there was another night that had a huge wind blowing right into the dam. And if anyone uses a Minn Kota spot lock, you know that you got to keep that prop in the water or that boat's moving. So we couldn't make it to a primary spot. We had to fish secondary spots, and these folks fished. So here, this is what I'm going to do. If you go fishing with me and you don't catch the target species, we're going again for free. That's, you know, that doesn't get any more fair than that, right? What can I do? I can't control the wind, and can't control the walleye to move up into the shallows. So, but that was it. There was only 2 boats out of all of that that struggled. So they're going to get with me on their preferred dates, and we're going to go again. Doesn't get any fairer than that. Okay, on to the next opportunity. I told you guys we're going to go after the white bass spawn. The white bass runs up in the rivers. This is, we're going to be on the bank. We're going to be casting. If you would prefer to wade, let me know when you call, and we can go to a river that you wade. But the one that I'm really thinking about is a river that we'll just be walking the banks. You can cast clear across it. It's very good for white bass and the white bass run, and it's a great place for me to show you how to go about fishing these wood piles. You know, you get these log jams out in that thing, trees fell over, that kind of thing, and that's really where these white bass congregate. So you can't catch them out in the middle of the stream where there's no brush and that kind of thing, but it's much better, noticeably so, by the structure, by the trees that are blown over or the log jams. So and we're gonna do this river by white bass run. We're gonna go from April 16th, so it's this Saturday, from this Saturday till the 28th. April 28th. On April 29th, I'm moving on to other things. So, you know, we've got crappie spawn coming up. We've got white bass in the main lake. We've got walleye are going to be done spawning and moving out on the flats. Post-spawn walleye, you know. They, right after the spawn, they pout for about 2 weeks or so, right? That thing's over with, oh my gosh. And then they show up on the flats. And they are aggressive and hungry. So all of that is coming up in May. If you want to get in on the crappie spawn, post-spawn walleyes, any of that in May, get a hold of me as soon as you can. Lock those days down. Now, these white bass runs, bring your favorite rod. I don't have enough rods and reels for everybody on this, so bring your own rods. And when I get home here, I'll show you what kind of baits to get. And we're going to be fishing brush, so be losing some jigs, and that's all it is. It's going to be some jigs. I'll show you what works well for me. Jigs and road runners, or the underspins. I guess we should call them underspins, right? Those things work really well. When I get home, I'm going to show you what kind of poles I use and what kind of jigs work the best for me in this place that we're going to meet up. So now I take 2 different size poles with me, right? I'm running a 10-foot crappie rod, and it's really nice because you can reach right way out there and dangle right into the brush pile and pull those things out of there. So, and then I've got a short ultralight open face setup that works really good for casting in that kind of, and it is kind of tough. I mean, if you've watched, you've seen the videos, right? The white bass runs, it is pretty tight. So if you've got a shorter ultralight kind of a pole, that will work really well. Or, and you know, I use 7-foot rods in there as well. They do work, and if you've got a 10-foot crappie pole, 10 or 12-foot crappie pole, bring it. It works really well up in there because you can dangle right into that brush. And we just last night had a substantial amount of rain, so the rivers are going to be cloudy, right? We're going to need to give them 2-3 days to calm down and clear up a little bit. So we'll start the white bass runs this Saturday. We'll start them Saturday, April 16th, and we'll do, and we can do any day. We're going to go from April 16th to April 28th. On April 29th is a Friday, and I'm moving on to other things, right? I'm going to do crappie spawn, post spawn walleye out on the flats. If you want to get in on those, we might even do a combination thing. You know, we could do, we can go catch a bunch of crappie or a bunch of walleye, post spawn walleye out on the flats, and then go smash some white bass, May lake, right? We can combo it up a little bit. Let me know when you call what you want to do on that. And let's, I would say May 1st through the end of May. If you're wanting to go May 1st or through the end of May, and this is going to be crappie spawn and post spawn walleyes, get a hold of me. 316-295-6372 or message me on Facebook. Either one of those. Now, gosh, I did have about 2 of all of the trips that I had signed up that the guys couldn't make it for various reasons. You know, what things come up, it does. But I've already got the travel. I've already spent the money on the gas. I'm at the lake. You know what I mean? So we're gonna have to do a deposit that just kind of protects my gas tank. You know what I mean? A lot of these trips, I fished El Dorado, Cheney, Wilson, Marion. And some of these trips cost me $100 round trip in gas. So I've got to protect that that gas tank a little bit, you know, with these high gas prices. So we'll have to do a deposit. We'll go $50 a man per trip. So if you've got 3 guys in your party, it'd be $150 deposit, and then you can pay me the rest later. So I've got a Venmo. When you call, we set up the trip to save that date. You can Venmo me the deposit or send me a check. You know, I mean, just send the thing to me. But I'll need to get it pretty quick. You know what I mean? To lock the date. They're getting a lot of phone calls, guys, and instant message. All right, guys, I'm going to pop in a clip right here of what kind of environment you're going to be in. mountain goat baby. There he is. Oh, that's a dandy. He's pulling good. There you go. Huh? Get some of that, boys. Get some of that. Another nice white. Look at that. Dandy. Hey, come on now. Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa. Come on now. You don't have to be so mean. You don't have to be so mean. Look at that. That's a dandy. That dandy right there, dandy female. In you go. Oh no, that ain't good. I ain't getting that back. Now it ain't coming back. Oh, by God, it did get it back. Look at there. Now I'm hung up behind me. Shoot. What? How's that work? How's that happen? Oh my God. All right, guys, this is what I like to throw when I'm on the river. This is an ultralight. It's about a 4'6"-ish. Very light action, ugly stick right there. Got a light reel on it. I put 6-pound line on that. If you're nervous about 6-pound line, go ahead and run 10. It's not going to be a problem. This is mono. What's on here, I might switch that out and put some braid on it because like I said, it's a lot of brush, and that's what we're going to be fishing. So whenever I'm in a casting situation, that's what I'm going to be running right there. I'm going to cast that, and then whenever I've got a log jam or something that I'm trying to pick through, I'll use this right here. And I don't know if you can see that. That's a 10-footer. That's a 10-foot crappie rod is what that is. It's a B&M Pulls rig right there. And I actually have a high vis line on that, and that's also 6 pounds. I'm a huge fan of light line, but in this situation, I might, especially this one, because I'm going to be picking through nothing but brush on this thing, and any little nick on that mono gets very weak. So I'll probably end up putting some braid on this one as well. And then this is what we're doing for jig bodies. Here, let me pick you up and show you here real quick. This is what I got for jig bodies. In the river, I love a purple and chartreuse. And then I love this kind of, I call it a natural color. But it's a light blue with some speckles in it. And then a kind of a silverish body. This chartreuse also works really well right there. And then I do really good on this. Here's another purple right here. I really like that straight tail. You know, these curly tail things get really popular. They can work pretty good, but I'll tell you what, these straight tail things, boy, that's the juice, guys. I'll tell you what, you know, it looks, and it looks so natural, right? When it's just dangling right there in front of them, doesn't have that curly tail on it. So there you go. And then I'll pair it with heads. Now you can get the marabou jigs that are nice and reasonably priced. Those things will work just fine. And I've got cards of those things. So in fact, here you go. There's some of them right there, and they work good. And it doesn't hurt so bad when you lose them, right? In the brush or trees or whatever. So and then chartreuse heads. These are my heads right here. 1/8 ounce is probably the biggest that I'm going to use. And, you know, I'll run clear down to a 1/16 ounce. Right there. So, little bitty guys. And then underspins. You know, the underspins are always good. So, there's some of the underspins. But I would bring a ton of those things, guys. All you can get your hands on. You know, it is not uncommon. Not uncommon to lose 10, 15, 20 of these things, you know, in a few hours. when you're fishing, if you're in the fish, right? But if you're in the fish, it really doesn't matter, right? I mean, you're talking 50 cents or something. So, as I said earlier, the dates for this thing, we're going to go from April 16th, which is this Saturday, to April 28th. Any day. Now, if we're going to go during the week, I've got a full-time job, so I can meet you at this spot about 5 o'clock-ish. If you can get there, 5:30, 6, any of that, we can get out there on this river, and I think we're really going to do well on those things. And there's another opportunity, another river that we could go to, but it's going to have to be on the weekend. And it'd be a wading river. So you'd have to have waders, and we'll go out and wade up and down that thing. And it's a lot of fun too. And both these places are very consistent producers. It sure is nice after you've been cooped up all winter in the house to get out there, do a little exercise, walk up and down the river, catch some white bass. And there's always an opportunity for a wiper in there. It seems like every year I catch 2-3 wipers along with these whites in these rivers. Also, the dates in May are booking up fast, guys. So if you want to get on post-spawn walleye, out on the flats, crappie spawn, or Main Lake white bass, any of that stuff in May, get a hold of me as soon as you can. Those dates are booking up fast. Well, guys, I can't wait to meet you. Give me a call, 316-295-6372, or message me at Roger Bear on Facebook. If you enjoyed the video, smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. More content coming real soon. See ya.